Hey, Sam here, welcome to Board Commander. This is a brand new software that allows you to be able to build a following on Pinterest, be able to post content to Pinterest or repin other people's content, and basically use it as a tool to be able to build up a Pinterest account so you can start taking traffic from Pinterest towards your offers or your e-com stores. Now, fun fact is a lot of the people on Pinterest are actually buyers. It's a huge buyers community, so if you're into e-com, this is probably a really good way to build a following on Pinterest, and then you can start showcasing your products. Okay, so how do we get started with this? Well, what I would recommend is start building a following. So we click on Follow Tool, New Follow Task. Now what we do is we start a new Follow Task campaign. So I've already got one here started. So if we click Edit, I can show you some of the sort of features within this. So you name the campaign, you can choose the minimum amount of follows per day, the maximum amount 300, and then you can put a number of keywords in. So we can add in a few more and just see what sort of pops up. Okay, now what we can do is you can also follow by an account. So you can put in the URL of a user whose followers you want to follow. So if there's an account out there you want to mimic, or even your competitors. Okay, if you want to follow by certain boards, so I've got a car and motorcycle one here as well, I can copy this and I can put this URL in as well and click add. Okay, add is multiple versions of those. And you can also put users never to follow. Now what you can do is you can choose the start time, so I'll start at 1 AM, okay, and we'll have it end at 10:30 PM, which it's already set to, or 10 PM. Okay, we're going to do the following for every day of the week, so it's going to be around the clock working to follow users for us. So I'm going to click start, and there we go. This is going to start this follow campaign. Bear in mind this is a brand new account that I just set up minutes ago, so we have not had any followers total come in just yet. Okay, now you also have an unfollow tool. So what you can do is we will go list unfollow tool, so we'll be able to see the one I've already set up for the purpose of this demo, and we click edit. Okay, so this is your unfollowing. This is how you stop how you unfollow people who may follow you or that you are already following as well, because what you want is you want a good ratio of followers to following. Okay, so you can basically have your name unfollow, name the campaign, you can choose how many days to unfollow them after, minimum unfollows per day 10, 100, whatever you want. I set it to 0 because some days you might not have any unfollows, especially with a brand new account, and the maximum is 300. I can choose what time of day I want this to start. So again, I can say just 2 AM. Okay, and we'll just have this one end at 8 PM for the sake of something different. Now, we can choose what days of the week we want this to be carried out as well. So again, I want this to work all throughout the week. And we have protected accounts in case you want people you don't want to unfollow. So with that all set up, I'm going to click save. Perfect. So now we have set up our follow, how to automatically follow, so we can start gaining followers, and the unfollow tool, so we can keep that ratio nice as well. Where do you get traffic from on Pinterest? Good place to start is with these group boards. Okay, what you can do is you can search by category. So there's travel, technology, fashion is quite popular on Pinterest. So if we just click fashion and click filter, it comes up with a whole bunch of results. Come up with women's fashion, even though I've selected men's fashion. Don't know why that happened. So there is a whole bunch of stuff, cars and motorcycles as well. So I've already pulled one up here as an example. Now what I can do is I can follow this board and use the repinning of the content on this board as a way to be able to attract people to my Pinterest account. However, there is an easier way. If we go up to campaigns and we go campaign list, we can set up a basic repinning campaign. So what I can do is if I click edit to this one, okay, so what I do is I choose the board I want it to pin to on my account, and then we jump into the settings. We choose how many pins we want, what time we want it to start and finish, and what days of the week, and how how many days we don't want to repin the same content for. Okay, here we can choose the source of our pins. So again, I put in the URL for this particular board, my account will automatically start repinning the content on this board. Okay, so once that's all done, all we do is we just hit activate, and your Pinterest account on autopilot will start repinning content from this board onto the board that I chose. So it fills up my Pinterest account with relevant content, and it brings traffic to it as well. And then what you can do from there with your Pinterest account is you can start putting up original content or ways to drive content to your page or wherever you want it to go. So if you're new to Pinterest, I recommend jump onto Google how to drive traffic with Pinterest, how to market over Pinterest. There'll be a whole lot of resources there as well, so you can pair up with the software to build a Pinterest account to be able to drive traffic or build your a dedicated following to your brand online. There's a bunch of reporting here, which probably won't be too interesting in this demo because it's a brand new account. So you can see your board performance here, the pins history that you've done, your follower growth as well. Also, you can check out tutorials. There's a whole bunch of tutorials to help you on your way with this. Okay, so this is Sam. Been a pleasure to show you Board Commander. If you're new to Pinterest, I encourage you to check out, like Google and things like that as well to be able to get some insight into how this would work. But if you're already into Pinterest and into e-com and things, this is something you should check out. Enjoy, and we'll talk again soon.